Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to UTR Presents The Raw Deal. That's right. It's me, the GREG. Mongo to you, been bushwhacking since 1992. Joined, of course, by first off, my forever rival, the forever Intercontinental Champion, our current Are You Effing Serious quiz champion. He is Matty Range. What's going on, Matt?
What's up, good people? Happy Monday. Unfortunately, this is my last week of getting to be at home 3 times a week. Because next week I gotta start going to work 3 times a week. I start going to work in the office 3 times a week. And it's also hot as shit outside. But hey, I'm doing all right. I'm still Matty 2 belts. I'm still Matty 2 belts here though. But I see somebody else won them a new belt. It's Christmas in August.
Yeah. Joining us also, he decided to show up once he had fucking hardware to put on around. Yesterday we did the all-in live watch along. First time we've done that in a long time, and we found out on air we've got a brand new predictions champion here at UTR. That's right, it is of course the Warhawk Carlito, aka the Hawk El Campione. It is Kenny. What's going on?
What's going on, people? I know last week y'all missed me, but you know what? I was on motherfucking vacation. I deserved it. And what did I do? I come back from vacation and win my fucking belt back. What? Where it should have been. I told y'all motherfuckers, the summer of the Hawk ain't over, baby. The summer of the Hawk, it's still here.
Now you got to double defend it.
Summer of the Hawk, bitches. I'm still here.
He's going to find a way to get out of one of those pay-per-views at least. At the very least, it's going to be...
Listen.
Emergence, I don't know if that's really worth talking about.
What's up, Batty? I'm sorry you lost. I don't even know who you lost to, but I'm sorry.
Reggie.
Damn.
We got the oldest champions, Chat and Pod.
Oh, wait a minute, Mongo. That sounds like a little bit of hate spewing from your motherfucking mouth there, bitchy boy. And you tried to fucking cheat me out of my one damn point, and I still fucking won.
Cheat you? That was also messing me up. What do you mean cheat?
Well, you shouldn't have fucking did it. I could have won by more.
You didn't even need the tiebreakers yesterday. You just flat out won. No tiebreakers needed.
Thanks to my boy. Thanks to my boy. Fucking Will Flippin' Ospreay, baby.
Wait a minute, Reggie, brother.
Pause.
You can't take that one, Reggie. That belongs.
I want to be the king of Dangling.
I don't think you want that one, Reggie. That's cookies on his own.
Yeah, you good. Yeah, he can be downgraded to like a prince or something, but like I think the Dangling sticks with cookies.
Yeah, Dangling definitely stays with cookies on that one, Reggie. You got to come up with another one, brother. Because
prince of penis.
But yeah, no, yesterday was fun. Thanks to y'all. If any of y'all joined or in chat that joined us yesterday, we really appreciate it. It was fun. We got to talk about, the show, some of the show, which was kind of unnecessary, and a lot of the good stuff. It was fun. But before we get into that, let's talk about unfortunate news that happened today. We learned, last week we learned, of course, of Alpha passing away. A few months ago, Sika also passed away. Today, we learned of the legendary Psycho Sid, who unfortunately, at the age of 63, passed away due to cancer. Like I said, former multi-time world champion. That man was larger than life. And I think the thing that was great about Sid, and any wrestling fan, especially if you were a fan back in the day, that man exploded off of that TV. It felt like that, like he came straight from a fucking He-Man cartoon.
He was real.
Listen, what you call it? As we all know, I'm of course the old guy of the group. I think I can honestly say I remember when Sid first started, when he was part of the Skyscrapers, and even from then, he had a certain type of charisma that stood out. When he first jumped on the scene as a young wrestling fan, the first thing that popped in my mind the first time I saw Sid was, holy shit, they got an even bigger version of Lex Luger. Because originally that's what it kind of looked like at first. It was like, holy shit, there's an even bigger version of Lex Luger. And like you said, his character jumped off the screen. When he came to WWE and they gave him that crazy mentality, it was like, oh, this man is a loose fucking cannon. Didn't come to find out he's probably one of the smartest people that you'll ever fucking meet behind the scenes and shit. And I also remember that goddamn pay-per-view match, which pretty much with his goddamn career too. With damn legs snapped like a goddamn Twizzler that's been in the freezer.
Good God. Yeah.
And on that note, you can follow us at facebook.com/replay.
Let's go at this. We'll just we'll call
Good night. God bless. Like wow, that I'll show early, man.
No, Sid, because I of course I'm 31, so I was born in '92, so I missed the majority of Sid's shit live. But going back and watching the old WCW and going back and seeing like '90s WWF, the guy had a presence. The guy, one of those things that I think, I bet you are. I bet you are. Man had a presence. I saw a lot of people talking about how like today it's like the end of like that Titan era where like back in the 90s we had all these massive giants of different shapes and sizes. We had Earthquake and Yokozuna, we had Psycho Sid, we had Vader, like Lex. It was a different time. It was going from the 80s into the 90s, and it was still the big men, but it was a new version. And I think Sid was one of the poster boys for it. And we lost a legend today.
Like Taker and Kane are lucky. Taker, Kane, Big Show are actually very lucky that they had the career that they had, because honestly, like you said, the age of the Titans were in the 90s. Like once the 2000s hit, being a big man was definitely the odd show. So the fact that Kane, Taker, and Big Show
and a hindrance almost at a certain point.
Right.
Right. Like to see someone like Sid, because I've been watching clips on Twitter, and to see him coming out there in the 80s and the crowd going crazy for him, because it's like he wasn't the prototypical big man. He was built, but he didn't do big man stuff.
No, he didn't. Except for that fucking Powerball.
Like, look at him, because when I started watching wrestling, it's the Attitude Era. He had already left WWF. He's in WCW with Sid Vicious, and I just remember him. I'm like, this dude is really intense. This dude is low-key scary, but he does the power bomb is such a basic move. I'm like, yo, that shit is devastating though. Like, he put some oomph on this. Like, I don't know how he put some stank on it.
You know what it was too with Sid? Back in the days of the Titans, these guys were just overall genuinely big. So you had guys, like you said, like Earthquake, Yokozuna, and stuff like that. They were just big. With Sid, you got somebody that's damn near 6'10", well over 300 pounds, and cut out of fucking granite.
Right.
So that made him a complete anomaly. It was like, wait a minute, this dude, you could tell this motherfucker actually goes to the gym. Oh shit!
When he would do a big man move, I would be shocked. Like, oh my god, why are you doing a big man move? You don't need to do a big. When he did a choke slam, I'm like, oh shit, he did a choke slam. Why are you doing a choke slam?
Like, you're gonna kill somebody doing big man moves. Like, that was part of the thing. Like, they had to tell him, you know what? We gonna make you kind of wrestle almost like a cruiserweight, because if you do the shit that you're supposed to do, you might kill somebody. So we gonna let you know how to do an arm drag. We gonna teach you that. Like they was like sick.
It fucked up. He's still not in the Hall of Fame. And on top of that, one of the most interesting WrestleMania main events, in my opinion, has always been WrestleMania 13. It's Undertaker versus Sid. Like big man on big man. You don't see that often. Mm-hmm. And that's your WrestleMania main event. It's also the only, like, up until WrestleMania 23, it's the only time Undertaker main events in WrestleMania. Like, that was kind of like a oops. We don't have Shawn Michaels. We don't have anybody here. People hate WrestleMania 13. And they always like, Taker versus Sid. That, to me, is low-key lit because you don't see that. You don't see big man on big man.
We actually getting something similar to that tonight with
right.
meat on meat. Right. With Braun versus Bronson. Right, we don't see it all often.
Speaking of a man looking for meat, we got our good friend, the good sir, Mike Jones, joining us. What's going on, teacher man?
A man looking for who? I think the fuck not. Weezy ass baby, please say the motherfucking baby.
Mongo, man, he ain't wearing the title. See what happened?
Everybody's getting a shot. Everybody's taking shots.
Because I got this and he don't. Because I got this and he don't.
Cookie supports it.
Secondly, what they fuck me for?
You see, I didn't give a shit. I was over on the chat over here saying it loud and proud. All right, no, I came in last. I'll be straight. Picking on first on Thursday. And I was like, I'll see y'all later.
Yeah, once Matt realized that his ass wasn't getting one win, his ass cut the fuck out. Your man said, yeah, be out this bitch.
Let me go get this
AEW.
I ain't gonna sit here and watch myself lose every pick. It ain't happening.
Yeah, he's like, fuck that.
I showed up right when Hook won. Like, all right, I got Hook. I know I had picked Hook. I ain't winning shit else, but I got one right. Let me show up. I got one right.
Oh, listen here, Wheels of Steel. You weren't that damn evil yesterday, so don't worry about that. Oh, you thought I forgot? Oh, hell fucking no.
I don't know if that's gonna be worse now that you've got a belt, or if it would have been worse had you lost. I feel like
no, if I'd have lost, Damien would have probably tried to get us shut down. Because I probably would have won.
Put Batty's comment.
Batty's comment? Yeah, sure.
No, he didn't, Batty. Because unlike him, I can see my meat. God damn it.
Oh,
I don't.
This is getting real personal on this fucking podcast today.
This is.
I don't think Batty has.
No, I direct that to you, motherfucker.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
now, actually, Reggie started it by saying this dumb shit.
Yeah, Reggie claimed to be the new king of Dangling, and
that's where Batty's meat at, probably up there.
And then Cookie said this.
Good. Oh God.
Yeah.
And
we told him. Oh damn.
Oh shit! I didn't see that one.
I just walked into, speaking of somebody trying to find some meat. I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
Nothing personal. It's just been a very meat-filled conversation. You know, we're trying to get through. You know, talking about Psycho Sid passing away, and for some reason, somebody, maybe me, kept egging this shit on. But no, yeah, Psycho Sid passed away, 63.
Dang.
Black
Can we not go?
This
coming
from a Roger Smith character himself.
Can we not go one sentence? And this damn, you know what? Fuck it. Look, Sid, rest in peace. God bless you.
Sid, guess what?
I'll always remember when he came back and whooped Heath Slater's ass.
Like Damien said, it's fucked up.
Boy,
he got to the Hall of Fame, and now the fucked up thing is they're gonna love to put him in there now.
Oh, absolutely.
He's gone.
Absolutely. He's damn sure getting in next year.
Right.
One of the dopest pictures I ever remember about Sid is Sid, Vader, and the Colonel walking on the fucking beach. It's a poster for a WCW Bash at the Beach. Fucking Vader has on a pair of Jordans and his wrestling gear. Sid has on a pair of fucking man thong flip flops walking on the beach, and I'm like, I know that was a weird ass sight for the average human being on that fucking beach to see this 6'8" diesel ass motherfucker in a pair of mantees and flip flops.
But hey, nobody was gonna say a damn thing to him. That's a fact. That's a fact.
I knew if I heard his theme in WCW because I was more familiar with Sid Vicious.
Yeah, you keep getting on them big boy rides. I like getting on them big girls.
All right. We're gonna move on. We're not in the right mindset.
Look at
Next up, we're going to talk about a little bit All In before we get to Raw today. So we're not going to cover all of All In because
we'll say that for
13 match card will be here till 9 o'clock. So we're going to cover just a few things. First off, we did see the debut of one Richard O'Shea.
Pick a towel!
Ricochet, and the in-ring return of Nigel McGuinness.
Just for one night, I hope.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess because the way he talked about it last night afterwards, he said that, it was just a dream of his to finally come wrestle here. And it didn't sound like we're going to get more of it. It felt like it was just a one-off.
I hope not. He's
been retired since 2011. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Mongo. Like you said, he's been retired since 2011. But there's a reason that man has been retired, and it's been a medical reason. I'm glad that he was in the match, that he got a chance to fulfill a final dream, because I know no wrestler wants to have their career cut short when, they want to all give up when they feel it's their time to give up. They want to have their last match. So I hope this literally was his last match, so that way we don't have to worry about this man getting sick and injured or something else like that, like somebody else we know who won a fucking belt.
Sid, of course. Sorry, not Sid. Jesus. Nigel, of course, was wrestling for TNA when he found out that he had actually contracted Hep B back in 2010. He was taken off of TV then, and that was the last time he ever showed up on American TV. And he had a little retirement tour in 2011 where he had a few people that would wrestle him and as safe as they could possibly do it, and that was it. So Nigel getting to come back and getting his moment, the crowd went nuts for him. I mean, as they should. It was a huge moment. It was great. He was in solid. You could tell this wasn't this man trained for 3 years to get it was. I don't know when they decided to do this, but he got back in his gear. He hit the Tower of London in the corner. He looked all right. Him and Zack Sabre Jr. had a little square up, which I bet Zack Sabre Jr. fucking loved. It was a nice. If this is the end and we're never going to see him wrestle again, I think it's a perfect way to wrap it up. There we go. Yeah, we're done. He didn't get pinned. He didn't get pinned.
Right, exactly. And on top of that, it wasn't like a one-on-one match where he would have had a heavy workload because there was so many people in the match. He didn't have to put himself out there to expose ring rust like that. So it was a great way to, like you said, to showcase him, hopefully for a final match, so that way we don't have to worry about this man. Even though he probably would love to get his hands on Danielson. But
look, if he could do it, if he had enough to get one more match, I'd love to see him beat the shit out of Bryan Danielson, just because I know he wants to, but it's not going to happen. And Tito points out, don't forget that man won 2 times last night. He came back and he got a kiss from Mariah May.
Yeah.
Mariah May shocked the hell out of us last night. First off, giving Nigel a kiss and immediately afterwards slapping her own mother across the face. Y'all are intense over there.
That was a good ass match too. That match.
That was a good match.
That was one of the best matches on the card.
That's why we were really split. And the way they gave Tony that salute with her kind of just being in disbelief, flailing away, I'm like, bravo.
Listen,
Oh, bravo to both
This
of y'all.
this timeless Tony Storm persona character that she has going on is clearly the best one that she has ever had, I think, in my opinion. And
it's
it
such a
works so
different-
perfect for her. She really works the hell out that character. See, folks, we don't always bash AEW. We like a lot of shit in AEW. You know what I mean?
It's just there are things we don't
Honestly,
like.
It's honestly their best gimmick because
It really is.
As me being the sports business nerd that I am and everything, they put their branding and reach to use because bringing in the Turner Classic Movies people, because that's what she essentially is. She's a living, breathing character off of Turner Classic Movies. Bringing the guy in to narrate her, saying from the Warner Brothers lot. She ain't from no city. She's just from the Warner Brothers lot because they got the Warner Brothers Discovery money. They got all that. It's just them flexing that muscle that they have, TNT, Warner Brothers Discovery, behind them. As much as we talk shit, like, oh, they ain't gonna get a deal. They're still in discussions. More than likely, they're going to get a deal done. And then they're probably going to start showing up on Max. So
I would assume that's going to be coming up soon.
Right. Like honestly,
titles did Sid win?
Her gimmick
4, I think.
flexes their muscle.
Is it 4?
The most.
2 WCW World Heavyweight Championships, 2 WWF Championships, 1 WCW US Championship.
So yeah, so 4 as far as the main companies are concerned. You got 4.
In 1993, he was rated by the Wrestling Observer newsletter most overrated and least favorite wrestler.
Well, that's those readers. That, of course, that's around like that's like the height of tape trading Japanese stuff back then. So like, I feel like that makes sense. Yeah, no, Matt. I think because is TCM, are they owned by Max? Who are they owned by?
I think they're still owned by Turner Classic. They're still owned by Warner Brothers Discovery, I believe.
Let's see. Max does include TCM, so
yeah.
Well, sort of. I'm looking at like they have a section, but they don't actually own TCM. So, but yeah,
Okay.
like that wasn't. It was a great, like that is a great thing, and it's so crazy, Matt, Kenny. Like it to look at the gimmicks she had before this, and what we were seeing her do in WWE, and where she's like this punk rock girl to go to. It was such a shift that I don't think any of us were sure that was going to work out. And she has knocked it out of the park. She's nailed it.
Yeah, she really had.
Nailed it.
Oh, Mongo, check the chat. I sent you the picture.
Because honestly,
shout out to Reggie for finding that picture so quick and sending it to me too.
Because her,
I gotta share that.
That shit is like one of the dopest pictures ever. Fucking
her and her husband both switched it up at the same damn time. Like they both did a 180, and it's worked out in their favor.
Yeah, it really has. Sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes in wrestling, something's just not working, and you have to go against the grain and do something that's outside of your comfort zone. And sometimes it just works. And Tony just,
she knocked it out the park with this.
Yeah, not just one of their best like female like talents and like gimmicks, or just in general, men or women, whatever. One of their top stars, and she earned it. She earned it completely. She had a great run with the belt, had a lot of big wins, and dropped it right when the time was right, when someone was really heating up. It's a great run. It's a great run.
Great feud, great writing, great by both parties.
Speaking of great,
this picture is fucking amazing.
I'm trying to figure out how to fix stuff. There we go. All right, Jesus.
Look at that shit.
Screens going. Look at that.
Like, first off, Sid with the fucking flip
I'm about
flops.
to show up to work next week with that new position.
Sid with the flip flops. You got Vader with the fucking Jordans on. Yo, and you got Harley Race back there too. I forgot Harley was back there. Yo. Right, Batty. You got to be yo. First off, I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody says. Most men don't like showing their toes. You got to be a real fucking man to show your fucking toes like that. Out there on the, like, plain and simple. You got to be a real fucking man to show your toes like that.
Matt's out here giving out free toe pictures, not even using OnlyFans.
No, I shit y'all not. And y'all know I wouldn't lie to y'all. Like last summer when I was still living over in the scary part of the West End, because when it's summertime, I'm out and about. Like I usually got on tank tops. I got on the hoochie daddy shorts because that's just what I wear. Because I like just have it. I'm out and I got on sandals. I'm walking. I'm doing my errands. I see this older lady. She's probably in her like early 50s probably. And she just stopped. She's talking to whoever she's talking to, and she just stops me dead in my tracks and was like, "Oh my God, you got some of the prettiest feet I've ever seen on a man. Like, usually dudes got really jacked up feet, but your feet are so like really well kept. What do you do?" And I just looked at her like, "Oh my God, this is another person complimenting me on my feet." And I'm looking at her, and she's like, "What do you do?" I said, "Nothing. I just wash them." I don't do anything to them. They just naturally look like that. They ain't jacked up. Apparently, most dudes got jacked up feet.
I do love how, like, one of your common issues in life is you're getting too many compliments on your feet.
Yeah.
And it's
always from women. It's always like, "Oh, you got good, like, your feet are nice." It's always like a woman saying, like, "Your feet are nice for a dude."
Here's the thing. You would hope it would be only from women, because if a dude comes near my feet, I'm like, "Get your freaky ass away from me, please."
Hey man, compliment.
No,
compliments.
No grown man complimenting me on my feet. No.
Listen,
Matt, do not show your feet on this camera. That is for UTR After Dark. Do not show your feet. Do not show your feet on this camera. But so Nigel,
I call them the Dolphs, the Dolph Billy Guns.
I definitely got some hoochie daddy shorts. I'm talking the hoochie daddy shorts. The we wear short, the Joe Swanson when he finally got leg shorts. I got a couple of pairs of those. I got a couple of pairs of those. And the wife be like, "You out here looking like you slanging penis." And I'm like, "Well, you know what I mean? That's how I got you."
When it's summertime, I just basically dress like Dolph Ziggler. It's just a tank top. I want all the air conditioning to hit me, and I don't want no clothes constricting me. I want to be free.
That's something you should invest in. No.
Yo, listen.
Stop doing this.
Yo, hoochie daddy shorts are freeing, my dude.
Hey.
Like, you don't understand the breeze you get.
Yes.
I'm trying.
I got a couple pairs of my damn self, and I love them.
Yo, hoochie daddy shorts is the shit, my guy. And don't get yourself a pair of hoochie daddy basketball shorts. Woo! Listen, the freedom you will feel. yeah. Mm-hmm. Get yourself a pair of basketball shorts that look like LeBron's, and watch how fucking relaxed you feel.
What's going on, Dolores?
God damn it! We're not going to do that tomorrow.
I'm trying to get this show over.
We're not going to do that tomorrow.
I'm trying. I'm trying to get it done for 7.
No.
Not the honky. God.
We're not going to do that tomorrow.
Patty. I thought we were past
We're not going to do that tomorrow.
Anyway, before we got sidetracked again. So Nigel made his return. It was a great moment. Ricochet also debuted for AEW last night. Things that crowd loved it. It was something I think we all expected it. No one was shocked by it at all.
Not at all. Not at all.
But he had a great showing. It was Ricochet doing Ricochet things, and we'll see where he goes from here. I think that's, Will Ospreay was asked last night at the presser after he beat MJF for the American title that is now again the international championship. Ospreay did that for Mike.
He did.
Can we get off the
wanted
Hoochie Daddy shorts?
that.
Can we get off the Hoochie Daddy shorts? Son of a bitch. Y'all killing me. So Ospreay was asked about Ricochet at the presser, and he said, "Hey, I'd love to run it back. It's been, about a decade since we did this, but there's a long line in front of him, so he's gonna have to wait his turn." He also kind of got weird
when Meltzer came in.
Yeah, that was weird. I was going to bring up because Reggie asked earlier if the Observer was Meltzer, and that's Meltzer's stuff. Got a little weird. He's, hey Dave, hey, what's up, man? Like, okay, all right.
Meltzer's here, yeah.
You're gonna get your 5 stars. Jesus Christ, calm down.
End of days, bitches! That's exactly how he did it.
That's exactly how he did it, though. You're right. You saw the veins in his neck when he screamed.
And that was the last thing we needed. One of the greatest wrestlers on the planet, the fanboy for Meltzer. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, you know that.
Wow, because like Kenny Omega just said recently that like Meltzer's like ideas of wrestling are not really that great for wrestling. So to hear like Omega be against it after all these years, and then Ospreay to come in and just
End of days,
fillet this man.
Dave Meltzer!
Oh my God! But so we'll see what Ricochet does. But y'all, the questionable part about this, because up until this ending, fun
Does he say that? Because I will go back and watch that shit that he actually
he screams Meltzer. He does.
Yes, he does scream.
He screams
No.
like that.
He screams it like he screams it like fucking Principal Lewis. He really does. He really does.
I'll grab the clip.
He's like Meltzer. Like he is mad hype for Meltzer to walk in, bro. Like it's like he stopped talking to whoever he was talking to, and like screamed, "Meltzer's here!" Like
maybe they're boys, I don't know. But it was
yes,
definitely
Reggie, it was.
All right.
That man was so,
Yes, Reggie, it was.
That man was so happy a couple of his pimples popped. That's how
He did.
Bro.
That man saw
All right.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Hold on. Well, let me pop it up
yeah.
because now I have to.
Yeah, he really screamed like fucking Principal
He got
Lewis.
a new pair of Hoochie Daddy shorts.
But
Meltzer's in! Oh, look at how you
Oh yeah, he just skeeted all in his pants.
Yeah, all right.
Meltzer's here! Yeah! Ain't no days!
All right. Okay. All
Man,
right.
it's just Dave Meltzer, dude.
Can you imagine you have like a fucking like the end of a fucking NFL game, like you got the Cowboys, after another tough loss late in the season. They're like, oh, it's been a rough one. Okay. Oh, fuck, Steven. Hey, what's up, brother? Like,
Yeah.
relax. Chill out a little bit. Calm down. Chill.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I said it on the live stream yesterday. I was a little disappointed in Ospreay's gear and entrance. With him being, like you said, such an Assassin's Creed fan, and us seeing so many other variations of his ring attire that he's come out with, that was one of the weakest, I believe.
Yeah, I like his gear from the last show a lot better. I think,
Right.
and it's not like it was bad gear. It's just like he's had better, And
He's
for
definitely
it to be his moment in Wembley, you kind of thought the gear was gonna, but it if you look at it just without looking at his other shit, it's great looking stuff. It's just have seen better.
Yeah.
For less important shows.
Like, yeah, you're 500% right. Like, Matter of fact, when he came out, I think what he
This
had
was my
on
part. I was
Dynamite.
mad. He has like just traditional like great shit that he wears. So like I think it was like a step down from his regular shit that he wears.
Yeah.
This part right here that Tito's saying is where I was like, what the fuck happened here? The regular people that were dancing around him were just in a regular black hoodies and sweatpants. Like you can't even get them matching gear for this. Like what the fuck? Where did
Yeah,
what
like
happened?
you should have like if you played Assassin's Creed, you know it's a whole fucking crew. It's not one Assassin's Creed. It's a
was thrown together at last minute.
Well,
Obviously,
you see what they wasted their money on? That stiff ass equipment that they used in that ladder match.
Oh,
They spent all their money on that. They spent all their money
we'll-
on the streamers that got stuck on the light.
We'll get into all that on Thursday. We got to rush through this. So Christian ends up being the winner of the match.
ass.
Out of
Yeah.
all the options,
Yeah.
out of all the options they could have gone with, they made Christian Cage the first challenger. Not even the first challenger. He has a future title shot.
he has
but
a money
can
in the
cash
bank.
in, apparently. Yeah.
He has a money in the bank.
Because technically the first challenger for Brian is going to be Darby Allin at
Right.
that next show coming. Not All Out, but the thing after that.
Grand Slam.
Grand Slam. Thank you. So I don't know. Hangman would have been a great option, but I guess they didn't want the belt involved in him and Swerve's feud, even though him and Swerve should have been the fucking main event. Whatever. It's we're I know. It's just we're apparently in the minority on that feeling. I don't know why, but that's just so yeah, Christian Cage. Also in that match, Luchasaurus came out not as Luchasaurus. This is after the ladder match where he was already kill switch. He comes out
as Luchasaurus.
Yeah, as Luchasaurus. And we're like, oh, are they finally going to do this turn? But no, for the fifth time,
he is just Luchasaurus
fake turning on Christian. Again. Like, come on, bro. Like, just either do it or don't. But every, 2 months, we got to do, one of these days, he's going to turn on Christian. One of them, it's do it. Because at this point, when they do it, it's not going to mean anything.
It's going to be just like when Gable wins the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, not going to mean shit.
Nope. Not going to mean a goddamn thing.
I did hear, and I think it was from Meltzer or maybe Alvarez, they were talking about it last night, that originally the Casino Gauntlet that Ospreay won earlier in the year was supposed to go to Christian instead. And for some reason, it's like, so what does that have to... I'm not saying that it's not the reason. That might be the reason why they did it, and that's fine. That's a dumbass reason to do that decision.
Right, don't backdate something. Just let the moment. You missed the moment. Don't hold the moment.
Why?
And also, even back then, Matt, why?
Right.
You need to see Christian already fought Swerve because he would have fought Swerve for the belt. Christian already fought Swerve for the belt. That was one of his first feuds.
Yeah,
so we would have gotten Swerve and Christian
again
instead of what we got, which was a great match, Swerve and Will Ospreay.
Why is Christian such a hot commodity? Why is he so high on
as
the there?
As a Christian fanboy, I don't know.
I know.
Because he rejected WWE and went right on over to AEW but he made his little comeback in WWE in that Royal Rumble, and he looked at them and was like, "Yeah, bye. I'm Christian Cage again, y'all."
Also, minus that one time with his fucking shoulder, he's been the only old man that's still been kind of durable for them.
Yeah, he has mostly been fine, which is odd because he was covered in injury issues in 2009 to 2012. So it is weird to see him because he didn't do what Edge did and beef up. He's still as scrawny as he ever.
Right.
He was one of the first people to get
kind of
by WWE's doctors and then be like,
yeah. At least he got cleared.
He was like, "Oh, y'all cleared me? Bye."
So we'll get into that later, but yeah, I think all four of us agree. Very weird decision to have. I don't think I saw anybody on Twitter that was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, Christian won." What are you doing?
Maybe outside of his wife and kids, that's about it.
This is kind of like how I felt when
Right.
Christian won the TNA title from Kenny Omega, and I was like, well, then what the fuck was the point of the what's the
This is
Tor
going to be
Benson.
like they have
Right.
essentially turned the AEW title into the Legends title at the moment.
Fucking Nana dancing in Birdie face.
I'm low key clipping that part from the watch along and just posting that of just us talking about that shit. So speaking of that, we'll get into it. This main event, Bryan Danielson wins the world title from Swerve Strickland at All In. Really great match.
Yeah. It was a good ass match, but I love this. The whole AEW title picture is just one big question mark now, as far as I'm concerned.
Right, especially after that, especially during that little scrum that they had where he's talking about he's going to go home now. So, which means
That
you
man
gonna
just
retire with the belt. Your man is retiring with the belt, and if that's the case, I feel very much cheated because, like I said, I need his ass to die. Since they want to put this shit on him, they need his. I need him to get murdered in the ring. Ask Matt. I never thought I'd fucking say this. I'm gonna need Double J to El Kabong his ass a couple of times with the goddamn guitar.
I'm honestly confused as to what they're going to do, especially going into the match. It's like, all right, Christian has a cash-in opportunity. So
I was expecting Christian to cash in that night after the win, honestly.
It's just weird. Like, they're as much as AEW tries to say that they build upon like their young wrestlers, like the Bryan Danielson story makes sense, but then you put the cash-in opportunity on a guy that's older than him. I was like, why? Like, why are y'all treating Swerve and Hangman as if they are CM Punk and Drew? That's your hottest storyline. That should be for the belt, just like Batty is saying. Why not? Like, why would they not have Swerve versus Hangman? Why are you just putting Swerve and Hangman, taking the hottest, like the most important thing in the company out of their story?
Well,
so now they're just fighting because they hate each other. Like,
well,
no.
Once again, they're putting over another WWE guy over their two biggest stars. Think about it.
Right.
DB was a WWE guy.
Like, essentially, because as far like if you think about it in Attitude Era terms, Swerve and Hangman is Stone Cold and Triple H. And y'all just got the belt on Hulk Hogan, essentially. It's just on the Nostalgia Act, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially. Cookie says calling Bryan a WWE guy is crazy, but also kind of right.
He is.
I mean,
he's Bryan Danielson, but when people see him, they are going to more than likely say, yes!
DB. What do you mean more than likely? He's still, I brought that up yesterday. He still does that now.
Yeah.
That's how he gets the crowd hype with the yes fucking chant, which was
because originally he didn't want to do those. He didn't want to do those originally when he came over, but the crowd wants to do them, so he just kind of fuck it. Here we go.
I have to remind myself to call him Bryan Danielson because
exactly.
I call him DB.
I'm
all
just
the time.
saying Daniel Bryan.
Like, I absolutely still shorthand his name.
I didn't watch Daniel Bryan. I didn't watch. See, I almost did it again. I didn't watch Bryan Danielson before WWE. My first introduction to him was in NXT with Miz, and then his WWE run.
And I only knew of him because of his name, the American Dragon, and he's one of the few people, one of the few students of Shawn Michaels' short-lived wrestling academy. That's
gotta say that he got trained by Shawn and Real. Yeah, I don't know, man. I the thing about Drew and Punk is like you don't need to have Punk have a belt, right? So you don't want to have the belt on him. Swerve and Hangman,
Need the
either
belt.
one, like
Those
you can
are
have the
two-
belt on them.
Those
So
are
like,
two young studs.
if it's two of these hot top stars that you have that are having a fucking blood feud, and also one of them is champion, yeah, keep the belt on them. What are you doing? It doesn't. But people, again, we're in the minority on this one because people love Brian getting his moment, and Brian has not wanted to win the belt. He's pretty much won this belt against his will.
And that's almost that's part of, I would say that's part of the reason why I'm angry about it, because he took it off of Swerve. Like you said, you have a way better storyline and way better feud going with Hangman. I'm not mad because of honestly how long it took Danielson to get this belt. This man has been in the company for a hot minute. And during that time, he did everything he said he was going to do. He put over young talent after young talent after young talent after young talent. That man lost a lot more than he won while in this company. And in the process of him losing, he put over a lot of people, put a lot of eyes on a lot of people. And it was cool. Daniel Garcia. You know what I mean? Like,
who also returned last night.
Right. So the fact that he got a chance to finally win it, cool. I get it. I totally get it.
Like, this is...
But the wrong time.
Yeah. And
right champ, wrong time again. AEW has a big problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why
people that like you want to see him have the belt at least once, but not now. Not now. Not now.
Right. And that's why I call bullshit with him saying he never won the title on him. Yes, you did. Yes, the fuck you did. Okay?
And on top of that,
fuck you did.
It's like we understood if you didn't want to win it, but at the same time, to Mike's point, don't play in our face. Don't tell us we know you want to win the title. We all been wanting you to win the title. To Greg and Kenny's point, this is not the time for you to be winning the title. And then I think about it in hindsight. I said, I see. If you think about it, I see why Vince did what he did in November '97. Nope. Ring the bell. No.
Oh, Montreal, baby.
Like all that. Like I see why. Because this is literally that. It's this dude.
Mm-hmm.
This dude has creative control. You said you don't want to win the title, but I did kind of put my career on the line. You booked yourself into a corner. Well, you got to give him the title. So what we gonna do with the title? Then he says that bullshit to Kenny's point at the press conference that I'm going home. What the fuck you mean you go home?
Then you go home.
And this is
what you doing. Have you retired, or are you a defending champion, or have you retired? What are you doing?
And this is why I said this a couple weeks ago. Put Hangman in this match, make it a triple threat, have Hangman pin Swerve. You have Hangman pin Swerve, Hangman's the champ, and boom, you continue that feud with the belt as with Hangman as champ.
And it's essentially
Brian, he's the one that retires Brian.
That too.
Like, regardless, putting a Hangman in the match would have been a lot better than him being in the Casino Gauntlet only to lose to Christian and then show up later and not even really interfere in the match. He was just kind of there yelling, I don't know.
Because like we've all said, this is Seth, Drew, and Punk. That's what that would have been.
Like, there's no reason for him if he's gonna win the title and retire, then why ain't you just like y'all just said, just put the title on Hangman? If you want to get the belt off of Swerve, just have Hangman win, and then that right there, you have him retiring, and you have a ready-made feud right there, and Swerve Hangman. No, y'all just let essentially Mick Foley win.
And now we have, I guess we're working towards Brian and Christian and it's like, why the fuck is that the main
Like they essentially
of a pay-per-view for you.
The a McMahon in every corner, left a McMahon out, and brought in Mick Foley. Mick Foley has Linda with him, and he wins. Why? Why is he winning?
We need to get in the Raw.
Triple H is just there. Triple H is Hangman. And if you want to make, I'll even make it even in more worse terms. This is SummerSlam '99. Stone Cold is Swerve.
Oh God.
Mankind is Daniel Bryan, Danielson, and Triple H is Hangman.
Oh God.
Guess who didn't win at SummerSlam '99? It wasn't Triple. It was definitely Triple H didn't win. Triple H should have won, but guess who didn't win? Triple H. Guess who won the next night on Raw? Triple H.
Matt, we agreed as fans and as friends to never bring that show up again.
That is Triple H's first title reign of Monday Night Raw. That's what we're gonna do to Swerve. Hey Swerve, we're sorry we couldn't let you win over in London. How about you win and murder him on Dynamite?
And I guess that's kind of what we're going towards. We're going to something like that maybe because Brian is going to show up on Wednesday to discuss. He's going to discuss what's going on. So whether it's going to be Darby showing up and hey, I got you a Grand Slam, whether it's going to be Christian showing up, whether it's going to be Swerve popping up and saying, "Hey, got you back. You need to get me to run it back one more time." Whatever it's going to be, I'm telling
y'all right
I swear to God, he's not going to retire with the belt, but like just the odds of that even happening, just the thought of it being a possibility.
Glock Anderson might have disappeared, but it's going to show up on somebody else. That man gets shot.
Glock Christopher Daniels.
You need to get.
It's hard to believe TK taking more than Coke with the bullshit calls he does. All right, but we'll talk more about this show on Thursday because we're going to cover enough throughout the week to not have to rush through things.
Right.
Real quick before we get into Raw, overall on the show, I asked y'all last night. You've had like 24 hours to think about it. Grading on a scale of like A to F, what are we giving all in?
I'll say a B.
B.
Yeah, give it a B.
Solid B.
Minus.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. So still a good show. Like despite those issues, still a good show.
It was a good show.
Yeah.
I think that's the important thing is us being like, we're saying this, but also this was a show worth watching.
Yeah.
It was definitely a show to watch.
Long as shit, but it's a show to watch.
And that's every one of these motherfuckers, isn't it? Let's get into Raw, and then we'll be out of here for the day. So far, only like 5 or so segments announced. Of course, the most important thing we're going to see is Uncle Howdy's first match. So we've never seen Uncle Howdy wrestle.
Murder of Chad Gable, who will be on the bench.
He's going to face Chad Gable. We're definitely starting Howdy tonight. Going to let y'all know that. I feel bad for Chad and his group, man, because
I feel bad for this group too. They got a few weeks to impress me after he dies, and then we'll be having some discussions. They might be getting cut.
That tag division is going to pick up a little bit more when American Alpha or American Made is finally.
It will pick up once they follow through on my suggestion. Just dust off the song, American. Just dust the song off.
I don't have that high pitch anymore. I can't do the song. There it is. There it is. There it is. We're also going to see tonight Randy Orton, one last little promo. He's going to have I'm guessing a banged up knee after last week. Probably going to be the part that Gunther goes after Bash in Berlin, which is next week.
Randy just has a legend, so you can just go brand to brand. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Right.
The announcer's going to be in the tournament. No.
Yeah, actually, I think
no, he did. It's 2 triple threat matches.
Oh, Adam Pearce.
Yeah,
did an
Adam
announcement? All
Pearce.
right, let me go check it out then real quick before we get too far into it, because right now I'm not seeing anything.
Miz, Xavier Woods, and someone that's like ew. Because one of them got
they need to update this shit. It's like never on their website. All right. Oh, here we go. Okay. The first 2 matches of the tournament. Does that mean that there's multiple 3-man matches?
Yeah. They got 2 3-man matches announced so far.
Okay, let's listen to Adam Pearce here.
We're 5 days away from Bastion Berlin. It's sold out tonight in Providence, Rhode Island for Monday Night Raw. Speaking of, we will kick off the Intercontinental Championship #1 Contenders Tournament tonight with 2 triple threat matches. You will see Miz versus Xavier Woods versus Pete Dunne, and Kofi Kingston versus Karrion Kross versus Jey Uso. Plus, Judgment Day is here to talk about what happened last week. Bronson Reed will take on Braun Strowman, and
all right, doing the rest of my job for me. Need to stop with your Pearce.
Shut the fuck up, bald man.
Kofi, Jay, and Karrion Kross.
Oh man, Jay is so gonna win.
Karrion Kross?
There you go, Rikishi. Now you can stop bitching.
And then Xavier, Pete Dunne, and Miz.
And
Miz. My God. Pete Dunne is gonna get a win.
Is he? I guess he has to.
Or it's gonna be Xavier Woods. It's either gonna be
so
Xavier.
Pretty much Jey Uso against Braun. Got it.
Yeah, probably. So I guess we're gonna have more triple threats next week. He didn't say that it was these and then the winners face off. He said these are the first 2 matches of the tournament. So we're gonna have more.
Right.
So I guess that's why
next week.
I guess that's why Miz and Kross are in these matches. But god damn, that's okay. All right. I think y'all. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker. Got it.
Yeah. No, I don't think it is going to be anything else.
Yeah, it's just bullshit to get to Jay versus Braun. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Spear versus Spear. Paul.
It's just bullshit to give whoever owns Jay in fantasy some points. That's all that really is.
Yes.
Ain't that you?
You know, whoever owns them, the bastards.
As they call him on Twitter, Yeet Man. He don't even got a name no more. He's always Yeet Man.
Yeah. Watch him get pinned by fucking Karrion Kross tonight. We're just like, what the fuck are they doing? What are they doing?
Ass.
The rest of this card, of course, we are looking at. The one that Kenny talked about earlier today, which is Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman. We are 1 step away from Braun, attorneys at law. We are right there. We're so close.
They heard me. They said it. They know they ain't used that name too many times. Braun.
One of these Brauns has to die tonight.
And bad blood.
And then we're gonna see, I guess maybe Rhea or Priest either show up tonight to get some revenge before Berlin, or they are not going to touch Judgment Day until I think the second one, because Rhea and Priest are winning that match, right? They kind of have to. I feel like.
It is.
They both lost at Slam.
Bash at Berlin and NXT No Mercy this weekend, Kanisha. Both of them.
Yeah. And Emergence.
And it's gonna be a tie.
We got three pay-per-views to predict this weekend.
Oh,
what a
Kenny,
if you get out of this alive, I'm have a new intro for you next week.
He won't.
Oh, if Kenny survives this, I'll say it right now. He basically the goat of all goats, because nobody ever survives no gauntlet like that.
Well, I mean, Mike has.
I've done it a couple times.
But Mike cheats.
This is my specialty.
I mean, like professionally, I mean, like winning. I mean, like you ain't losing it at all.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
That's rest.
We ain't saying like how Michael might lose it at TNA and then somebody might win it at NXT and then he might fuck around and win it in WWE and then he's like, yep, I'm back. Like I never left.
Yep, exactly.
Then I'm talking about somebody just be like, nope, defend, nope, defend, nope.
That's gonna be me.
Nope.
I'm telling you, watch. All right. I ain't even
If
stressing.
we get out of there with 3 ties, I will be shocked.
Prepare to
We'll
be
see.
fucking shot.
We'll
Prepare to
see.
be fucking shot.
Goldie's coming home to daddy. That's all right.
Whatever. I'm skeeting.
I don't know why you call me Daddy, Mike, but I really don't need you to do that. At least not on air. I need you to. But folks, thanks for following along with us today. We'll be back tomorrow to talk about Raw, talk about NXT coming up tomorrow night.
We're going to talk about me pushing Mongo down a flight of stairs. How about that?
And we're also going to be getting into, whatever we hear regarding the Intercontinental Championship tournament, any news from AEW, we're going to keep looking into it. And hopefully we just have a nice, peaceful, no crazy-ass story weekend. Just a regular week. You can find us at facebook.com/undertheringpod and twitch.tv/undertheringpod. You can also get us at Linktree and Fingertip, of course, also /undertheringpod. You go there, you're going to get our links. I'm, of course, at Greg Bush SK. I'll be covering Raw tonight for Sportskeeda and NXT. Tomorrow night, we're doing the live shares. You can catch me here to see where that link is. You can also see our current predictions champion, Rock Riz 44, Warhawk Carlito, the man himself, Kenny.
Whoa.
See that picture? That picture of that belt is so messed up you can't even see it. There you go.
Exactly.
All right, there it is. You can see, this guy right here. No, the future man. One of the better defenders of the belt himself.
Goddamn
Mr. Mike
right.
Jones.
Put some respect on my name. You goddamn right.
Fuck him.
I've been fucking with you
He's
long
a
enough.
fucking
Mike.
loser.
Goddamn right.
He's a fucking loser.
Of course, we've got our current Are You Effing Serious quiz champion, as well as our forever Intercontinental champion, my forever rival, Maddie Reigns, at the right answer. And get the Ric Flair, the Tito Flair of UTR, Tito at Borea Maliente, our former champion, and last but not least, our good friend and local news correspondent, Justin D. Baxley. Folks, also, I forgot to say it earlier, but if you get us at facebook.com or Twitch and you follow us here, you like it, you follow, subscribe, all that shit, you're going to know when we go live, like when we do shit like yesterday for All In. People were kind of surprised that we did that.
Right.
If you follow us, you'll know.
We had fun. We had fun all 60, 69, 70 plus. 69 was nice.
You have a great Monday night. Relax. Get drunk. Get full. And remember.
That's right. Do that.
Bitch.
Peace, folks.